This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. High school basketball is coming up on Max 96.7 and everywhere at Wcxo967.com. This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts.
Everybody, welcome into the Dairy King broadcast booth here this evening. Dairy King with locations in Breeze and in Trenton. I am Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd, joining me here at Central Community High School tonight. It is senior night here for the purple and white. 4 senior basketball players honored, 2 senior cheerleaders honored tonight, and we got a basketball game to follow all that action here this evening. Okawville coming into Central High School tonight with a 19-8 record, and they have won 4 in a row entering this game here tonight. The Central Cougars trending the other way entering this game tonight. They're 11-14 on the year. They are 3-5 in Cahokia Conference play and have lost 4 of 5 entering this game here tonight, bringing in Moose Lloyd a little bit. Well, this will be Okawville's final game of the season. The next week, the Cougars will be on the road twice on Tuesday and Friday. They'll play Columbia Freeburg. Okawville 1A, 2A playoffs will start next week. 3A, 4A playoffs to follow the following week. So the Rockets looking to come in here, steal a win before playoff time. Cougars trying to get a couple more wins to get them hot going into the postseason.
Exactly right. I mean, if you're the Okawville Rockets, the last time they met, as you mentioned there, 59-52, it was Okawville. Okawville, very good squad. And, of course, that was at the Modern Day Christmas tournament. If you're the Okawville Rockets, you want to end the regular season on a good note, get that momentum going into the regionals. I know the seedings are out. We'll go over those in just a second. Of course, if you're the Cougars, you just want to set the stage, start getting in that winning mentality so you can start winning your way through the regionals, because unlike football, it's a whole new schedule here in basketball. Everybody plays, and you get hot at the right time and you can go a little ways. Yeah,
you're not kidding there. And we talk about the seedings coming out. Don't have the 1A seedings for you, but we do got the 3A seedings that just came out today. Central is the 8th seed. Modern Day is the 8th seed in 3A boys. Central the 9th seed in 3A boys. And the funny thing is, they will both play each other in an opening round contest at Highland on Monday, February 26th. The winner of that game will play the number 2 seed in their subsectional. They will get the East St. Louis Flyers on Tuesday evening. So kind of the uphill battle for either one of those schools after they knock one another out. They're going to have to play East Side. They are the 2 seed. Highland is the 3 seed in that subsectional, and Cahokia and Triad are in the mix at Highland as well in that 3A regional at Highland High School. So it's going to be a tall task to order for both teams playing against higher level competition. We talked about both these 2 schools, Modern Day and Central. Here's we talk a little bit about the postseason for boys action here on our Spectrum Business pregame here this evening. But it's going to be an uphill climb for 2 teams that are on the smaller end of the 3A portion, and nothing worse. You got to knock one another out, and then you're going to have to turn around and play East Side on the next night, who we know is going to be very athletic, very tall. They're going to have guys that can play at the next level. So it's going to be a lot to ask for one of these 2 teams. And then you got to turn around in a couple of nights. If you happen to beat East Side, you got to play a team like Highland, or a team like Cahokia, a team like Cahokia or Highland at home. So it's going to be a tall task to ask. Also, next week we're going to have all kinds of action with Wood River Regional starting play. You guys are going to be having Westland and Wood River on Tuesday night. Carlisle playing Piasol Tuesday night as well. Both those teams could possibly meet each other on Friday evening as well. We're going to take a break here on the Spectrum Business pregame. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more here about Okawville and Central. Get ourselves ready for this game. Your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off will be coming up as well. You're listening to high school boys basketball on Max 96.7.
Building relationships and buildings in the safest, most efficient, and budget-conscious way has been Butker Construction's mission for over 36 years. Located in Breeze, they have been providing construction management, design, build, and general contracting services on projects throughout Southern Illinois and the Midwest. They are a second-generation, family-owned, and veteran-owned business with a goal to exceed their clients' expectations in every way. For more information, call 526-7213 or go to butkerconstruction.com.
Garages are great, and then something eventually goes wrong with your garage door. Don't just call anyone when you have a garage door problem. Call Fairman Garage Doors, providing trusted quality service for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Fairman Garage Doors can handle residential and commercial, and no job is too big or too small. Call 526-8548 for Fairman Garage Doors, an authorized Clopay dealer.
You may give her flowers 200 or 300 times, a gift on 150 occasions. You're likely to tell her you love her 40,000 times or more, but you're only going to give her one diamond engagement ring. This is A.G. Becker. With just one chance to get it right, you don't want to make a mistake. I'll make sure you get it exactly right when you shop for her diamond at Becker Jewelers. Every diamond you're going to see was personally selected by me. I buy direct from the cutters for two reasons. First, to get you the best selection and quality. Second, to save you money. By eliminating the middleman, I can give you a better price than any of those big city guys. So give her flowers often, a thoughtful gift on every occasion. Tell her you love her at every opportunity. And because you just have one chance to get it right, give her an engagement ring from Becker Jewelers.
From the basics to the incredibly unique, shop with confidence at Becker Jewelers on Main Street in Breeze, on the Square in Highland, and at BeckerJewelers.com.
You've got Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd here, Central Community High School. We got 7 minutes up on the big board yet. Here from your hometown proud call-out IG opening tip-off. Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups will be coming up as well. Central Okawville here tonight. Rocket Center with a 19-8 record. They've won 4 in a row here. This will be their final regular season game. Head coach John Krause is in his 18th season at Okawville High School. Rockets coming off a blowout win at home against Sparta, 63-39 on Tuesday night. Peyton Harley had 11 points. Luke Hensler had 10 points in that game. Rockets come into tonight's game scoring about 59 points per game, giving up about 46 points per game. On the other side of the ledger, Cougars 11-14, 3-5 in the conference. They've lost 4 of 5 entering this game tonight. Jeremy Schubert in his 5th year as the head basketball coach at Central. Cougars are coming off a loss to a ranked Alt Marquette team Tuesday night, who continued their undefeated streak, 50-34 over Central. Cougars were shut out for the first time, and now I don't know if this is true. My father has been going to Central games for 40 years. And he can't remember the last time ever Central was ever shut out in the opening period of play. They were shut out on Tuesday night 17-0 in the opening quarter. So they got behind the 8 ball there just a little bit, and obviously ended up falling in that game by 18 points. Cougars scoring 49 points per game on the year, giving up about 48 points per game on the season. We've already mentioned these two teams clashed one other time this year at the Modern Day Christmas Tournament. 59-52, Okawville won that game in a game that was dominated by something we don't say very often in this day and age of basketball anymore. It was actually dominated by both big guys. Hensler for the Rockets led the way in that game. He had 19 points. Tyler Jost led Central 26 points. Both these two teams looking to play through those two bigs once again entering this game here tonight.
And, when you look back at that, it was kind of like one of those, the Thrilla in Manila with Ali and Frazier. I mean, it was just two guys slugging it out. The big guys were going at it inside the entire time. A very entertaining game, much closer, the 59-52, but it was nip and tuck the entire time. And then it came down to fouls and possessions at that point. It was actually a pretty good game from the Modern Day Christmas tournament.
Yeah, Hensler, top scorer on the team, top rebounder, 14 points per game, 6 rebounds. He's the top dog. Jost, the 6'9" senior center, 18 points per game. He's actually, Jost, one of the top scorers in the area in the STL Today papers. But it's going to be some of these other guys. Simon Thomas, 9.2 points per game for Central, is going to have a decent night to help them get where they want to be. Camden Wimpy, 8.5 points per game, is going to have to help them where they want to be at tonight. On the other side for the Rockets, they're scoring a little more balanced as you go down the ledger. Hensler, 14 points. Harley at 9 points per game. Wyatt Cronies at 9 points per game. Will Alble's at 8 points per game, 7 points per game for Caleb Frederick. So really for Okawville, more balanced at the top of the scoring ledger entering this game here tonight. So basically what we know about the Rockets, from what we've known from the Christmas tournament up to this point, anybody can score the basketball for them on any given night. It doesn't have to be Hensler, but in order for Okawville to have a nice night, they want Hensler to put the ball in the basket. Yeah,
he needs to have a good time and a good run down low to have great success. They can be successful if they get him out. And that's what I like about the Okawville Rockets when they come into this game. You got to watch Hensler and make sure Jost is going to mark up on him well. But the other thing about the Okawville Rockets, they can get you from any of the other positions, and that's what makes them so dangerous. And that's why they're probably going to go quite a ways in that 1A, 2A bracket.
Yeah, that 1A bracket is for sure favorable for the Rockets in the South. Not too many teams in the Southern Illinois area very good in 1A basketball. So Rockets may be looking to make another deep run back to Carver Arena where they were a season ago. This team, though, see what happens. It's one of those games where it's one of those times of year you got to get hot in order to win basketball games. And, you've seen it for a long time. I've seen it now for 4 seasons of calling basketball, but I also played, so I know what it's like to, in the postseason to get yourself adapted and ready to play.
And it's a different feeling as well, because at that point there's finality. You start into that regional play-in game next week for either teams, and when Central, goes head-to-head with Modern Day, there's finality. That if we lose,
it's over.
We're done.
It's over. So we're going to take another break here on the Spectrum Business pregame. We come back with the Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineup. Your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off be coming up as well. You're listening to high school boys basketball on Max 96.7.
What is one of the first things people notice about you? You guessed it, it's your teeth. Let Dr. Trong, Dr. Erickson, or Dr. Hilsman at Breeze or Trenton Dental Group give you a smile you can be proud of. Since 1995, Breeze and Trenton Dental Group has served the community with a family-friendly setting. Breeze and Trenton Dental Group is also your Invisalign provider. They offer cosmetic treatments to improve your smile, as well as tooth implants. Schedule your appointment today in Breeze at 526-4233 or Trenton at 224-7129.
Prairie Farms Dairy helps build strong bodies and strong minds. Prairie Farms Dairy offers the finest dairy products like skim milk, slice and string cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, flavored yogurts, light ice cream, and more. Take charge of your body and get your daily source of vitamins and minerals from the products you've come to love from Prairie Farms Dairy. You can always count on Prairie Farms Dairy. Always fresh, always the best.
This is Max 96.7.
Back here at Dairy King broadcast booth, Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd here alongside. Let's take a look here at your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineup. To start with the road team on the scoreboard, the Okawville Rockets are going to look like this. A 5'10" senior guard number 3 is Peyton Hari. A 6'2" senior guard number 5 is Caleb Frederick. A 6'3" junior guard number 10 is Will Alble. A 5'8" junior guard number 14 is Wyatt Coney. And a 6'7" senior forward number 20 is Luke Hensler. Head coach is John Krause. His assistants are Ryan Heck, Jackie Smith, Mike Frederick, and Cameron Obermeyer. For the Central Cougars, who will be the home team on the scoreboard tonight, their lineup will look like this. They'll go 5'9" senior guard number 13, Carson Fairman. A 6' senior guard number 22 is Gavin Hyman. A 6'4" junior forward number 30, Simon Thomas. A 6'5" senior forward number 33 is Mason Weems. And a 6'9" senior center number 55 is Tyler Jost. So it's Fairman, Hyman, Thomas, Weems, and Jost for the Cougars. R.A. Frederick, Almo, Crony, and Hensler for the Rockets. Those are your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll have your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off basketball on the other side of this break. You're listening to it here on Max 96.7.
You love your home, but over time, you can get a little tired of it. It really doesn't take much, however, to freshen your home's look, especially when you get help from Home Fashions in Carlisle. Update floors with brand names like Shaw, Mohawk, Mannington, and Armstrong. Home Fashions also offers cabinets, countertops, Hunter Douglas window treatments, furniture, and more. Check out more at homefashions-inc.com, turning your space into elegance and grace. Home Fashions in Carlisle.
Start saving on your heating bills today with a 7 Series or 5 Series water furnace from Tunya Service Company. The 7 Series water furnace is the world's most efficient geothermal system. In addition to big savings on your heating costs, the 7 Series and the 5 Series water furnace carries a 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a free estimate and the world's most experienced geothermal team, call Tunya Service Company in Damiansville today, 248-5130.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
Working farms are busy all year long, so depend on Jansen Farm Equipment to keep your equipment running strong. With a parts store and service department, Jansen Farm Equipment has a team of professionals that you can count on. Jansen Farm Equipment carries AGCO, New Idea, Gleaner, White, and Massey Ferguson. Jansen Farm Equipment, 18222 State Route 127. Shop online at jansenfarm.com or call 594-2962.
Nordyke Funeral Home is thinking about your future and offers secure, pre-planned funeral arrangements, relieving the emotional burden for those you love, allowing you to express your own wishes, and assures peace of mind with financial concerns when your family needs it the most. Nordyke Funeral Home has 5 locations in Albers, Aveston, Breeze, New Baden, and now Carlisle. Visit NordikeFuneralHome.com or call 588-3533. Striving to earn your family's confidence and trust, Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Smith, Administrator at Clinton Manor Living Center in New Baden. Did you know that we offer private short-term rehabilitation suites? Our highly skilled nursing team is here to care for you while you recuperate from surgery, stroke, or illness. We have an excellent rehabilitation department in-house to provide occupational, physical, or speech therapy according to your doctor's orders. For more information about our services, give us a call at 618-588-4924.
We're moments away from your hometown proud Carlisle IGA tip-off. This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 is brought to you in part by Isaac Auto Body, Antone's Concessions Catering and Bakery, Seaver Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Clinton Manor Living Center, Putker Construction, The Breeze and Trenton Dental Group, Nordyke Funeral Home, Prairie Farms Dairy, Tunya's Service Company, Fairman Garage Doors, Jansen Farm Equipment, Home Fashions, the Imming Insurance Agency, Print Crazy, and by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online, BeckerJewelers.com.
Thanks in the Dairy King broadcast booth here this evening. Dairy King with locations Breeze and in Trenton. Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd here. We're just about moments away here from your hometown on Carlisle IG opening tip-off here between the Rockets and the Cougars. The anthem has been sung. Now they're sending in the starting lineups here for both ball teams. And just during that last stoppage, over that last commercial break, I should say, they honored Central guard Faye Meisner with the game ball from Tuesday night's victory over Columbia. She scored her 1,000th point, 9th career Central Lady Cougar basketball player to accomplish that. And she's hoping to get a few more buckets here as the postseason for the Lady Cougars continues to chime. They'll start sectional play next Tuesday. They'll take on Salem down at Carbondale. So she's hoping to fill it up just a little bit more before her high school career cuts out. Maybe another, I think, what is it, 3 more wins get you to the state tournament? That's, I think, what they're looking for.
That's what they're looking at, of course. That's pretty rare air. Only 9 ladies have been able to do that in the Central girls basketball history. So that's a pretty good thing as the crowd gets ramped up. And a nice crowd here for senior night.
Yes, nice crowd senior night. I think most of it is because College Game Day is here tonight. Apparently, I think I see Jay Williams down there, Jay Billis down there as well. Possibly Sam Ponder is hosting game day down there in the student section this week. And looks to be Seth Greenberg down there, but I think he's got a little more hair than Seth has on Saturday afternoons.
Yes.
When I watch him on game day.
Yes, a little
Actually,
more.
I think I kind of look more like Seth Greenberg with my hairstyle. I don't have much on top either like Coach Greenberg does, but, you know, that's a better looking crew down there than what I look like on a Saturday afternoon trying to work games. Well, they're better dressed. They got ties on.
Ties and suits on and everything. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I mean, we got a good face for radio.
Yes, I guess so. That's the case.
Face for radio.
Game day gonna send it up to us, I assume, here in just a little bit. We get ready for your hometown proud Carlisle IGA opening tip-off here. It's gonna be Fairman, Hyman, Weems, and Jost, the 4 seniors on the ball club with Simon Thomas for the Cougars. On the other side of the coin, it's Hari, Fredericking, Auble, Crony, and Hensler. Should be an entertaining basketball game. Both teams, Cougars not played very well defensively. Could see them play a little more zone. Did not attend the basketball game Tuesday night. Right. My father did. My younger brother plays JV, and he told me put a little more zone because the defense has not been as good that the way Jeremy Schubert has coached his guys in the past on the defensive end of the basketball.
Well, and you got to go with your strengths. I mean, if you've got a team that is going to be better and faded into the zone, I mean, save the legs, go into the zone. But, you know, that's the one thing about it. You got to branch in and out of that zone to force the team's hand. Get in that zone, they can blow you away from the outside, and you have to mark them up. So it's kind of that double-edged sword.
Maybe the one reason is, too, you know, tonight they might have played a little more man. The Rockets got a little bit more shooting on the perimeter than what Alt Marquette did Tuesday night. Jost in the center circle against Hensler. Cougars moving right to left. Rockets will move left to right in the first half of play. Here we go. Hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off is controlled by the Okawville Rockets as Crony saves it from going out of bounds to Peyton Hari. And now Crony will bring it across the Cougar emblem here at Central High School. He bounces it left wing to Will Auble. Auble now. Left corner for Caleb Fredericking. Hensler off the back pick and in for 2 for Luke Hensler. Easy field goal for the 6'7" forward on the back screen.
He's going to be a handful inside, and they're going to have to see how they mark it up.
2-0 Rockets on the water scoreboard. Thomas off the ball screen from Jost, driving right to the cup. Right-handed layup try. Too strong that time, and Weems is over Crony's back. And it'll be the first foul on the Cougars of the opening half of play. And the first one charged to Weems. Trying to dive in there over top of Crony. Crony only about 5'8". Weems 6'4", easy for him to go over the backside, and the ball going over to the Rockets as Fredericking in the front court, left wing, Wyatt Crony. That's Fredericking now, top of the key, ball screen comes from Hensler, picks up his dribble, now Crony moves it for Hari, left wing for Will Auble. Now Hari, point, dribbles over, off the ball screen, picks it up, Auble top of the key, left wing for Wyatt Crony, into the left corner for Fredericking. Now Crony at the point. The ball screen comes at the right elbow as he dribbles over to the right wing. Now Fredericking swings around for Auble. Lob inside to Hensler was deflected, stolen away by Tyler Jost. Fairman into the front court, left corner for Thomas. Now Fairman left wing. Fairman now moves left side of the floor for Simon Thomas. Now dribbles up to the left wing. High ball screen comes at the point from Weems. Now right wing for Gavin Hyman, who then skips it to the left side of the floor for Weems. Now back right wing for Hyman. He thought about a 3, didn't take it. Now back for Weems left side of the floor. 2-0 on your Honest Water scoreboard. Rockets lead. Now Thomas will call out a play. First quarter action brought to you by Tin Pin Antique Mall. Left wing at Spearman. Top of the key, Gavin Hyman.
Got to look at the Cougars there, being very patient on this trip down the floor. They're waiting their time.
And then the long pass into Jost was deflected out by Jost off his hand. And the ball goes over to the Rockets' second Cougar turnover. Jost is a little careless, I think, to go after the basketball. I didn't think it was going to be last touched by him. Ball goes over to the Rockets.
I think he was a bit surprised. I'm not sure if he got a hand on it or not, but either way, it's a turnover Central. Both teams now playing with 1 turnover here early going, 6:01 to play.
Hensler left open, right wing 3 on the way, no good. Auble with the rebound and a pass and a cutting. Peyton Hari for 2, and it's 4-0 Rockets. 5:50 to go. First Fairman will bring it up. Max Camporth, Camden Wimpy getting ready to check in for the Cougars. Fairman for Joe's top of the key. Bouncing right wing for Mason Weems. Now left wing Thomas. Back for Weems, right side of the floor. Lob for Fairman to the right block, but it was on a holding foul underneath against the Rockets.
I believe that might go against number 10 there for Okawville.
Will Auble.
Auble, I believe. Let's see if they whistle. Yep. Auble's his first, team first.
Wimpy on, Camporth on, the 2 guys who've been starting for most of the year now back on the floor, the 2 underclassmen. Fairman on the trigger man, hits Camporth on the right block. Now he goes it out to the corner, now up to the right wing. Goes and goes, moves it to Fairman now, and Carson's going to set things up 4-0 Rockets. Honest Water scoreboard. That's Camporth hands off to Thomas. He might have traveled, didn't call it. Now it's left wing for Camporth, who lobs to left block for Josie. Surrounded inside and a turnover. And so far, it has been an ugly start for the Cougars on the offensive end with a couple of turnovers. Cougars, by the way, 11-14 on the year. They happen to lose one more ball game or they don't win a couple in the postseason. It'll be the first time in 22 years the Cougars will finish under 500. Fredericking on the right wing for the right corner for Peyton Hari. 5 minutes to play opening quarter, 4-0. Rockets lead here in a very slow, static offensive end here in this opening period.
Indeed. I mean, you really haven't had a whole lot to go on if you're the Central Cougars fans. On the other side of the coin, Okawville has been pretty dead on, and they've been able to pull the rebounds down and get the putback.
Hari for Hensler, left elbow. Backs down against Joe's jump hook in the lane. Shot barely hit the front of the iron, and the rebound brought in by Joe Fairman front court. Full head of steam. Leaves it for Thomas on the right elbow. Skips it left wing for Wimpy. Camporth on the left block, battling with Hensler. Kick out right wing for Fairman, who drives it inside, forces up a shot in the lane for 2. And Fairman gets the Cougars on the board. 4:20 to play. 4-2 Rockets on your honest water scoreboard. Auble for Fredericking. Off the ball screen. Fredericking, 6-footer. Too strong there. Rebound deflected around. Hensler's got it. Puts it up. Had it blocked by Jost. Gets another try, and then Hensler is going to be fouled underneath on as he tried to pass it out.
Yep, trying to get rid of the ball, trying to get something moving around, and they got the foul, so Okawville will maintain possession underneath their own bucket. That'll be the south end of the gym here at Central High School. That's
the first one on Jost, as Auble will sit for the Rockets, and on for the first time for Okawville's number 40. That is Lane Schilling. Inbound pass, right wing for Peyton Hari. Now Schilling, left wing for Caleb Fredericking. Fredericking now to Hensler. Right wing for Wyatt Crony. Crony off the ball screen, picks it up. Now Schilling skips right wing for Hensler. Now Wyatt Crony at the point. Crony dribbling and pitching it out to the corner for Hari. That's a left corner 3. That is nylon and good for Peyton Hari, and it's 7-2 Rockets.
Just like that. 5 points on the contest, and a big rebound there puts them up.
Fairman, right wing for Simon Thomas. Right corner for Carson Fairman. Drills up to the right wing. Now moves it over to Thomas. Top of the key, that's Max Camporth. Back to the right wing for Thomas. Now top of the key, Camporth will try a 3 straight on. That one, the rim a little unkind there as he rattled around. He didn't get the roll, and Hari out with the rebound for the Rockets. That's Crony. Ball screen comes, he refuses it, drives right baseline. No help side defense, and up off the glass and in for 2 for Wyatt Crony, and a timeout taken by Jeremy Schuler with 3:06 to go. It's Okawville 9, Central 2, listening to High School Boys Basketball, Max 96.7.
Continuing a fine tradition handed down from Antone Coke in 1877, Antone's Concessions and Catering proudly delivers an experience in food service that's second to none. No matter what the occasion, Antone's Concessions and Catering offers a wide selection of menu items that are guaranteed to please. Call 618-830-1579 to place your order. For more information online, Antone'sConcessionsandCatering.com.
You found Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd alongside 9-2 Okawville on your honest water scoreboard. 3:06 to go. Real quick, got a score update. Carlisle in action tonight against Salem. Indians lead 15-5 over the Wildcats, who are in first place of the Kokia Conference. New look team in the Kokia leading the conference.
Wow, you see that, and of course, some history over the BE Gum Gym.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, just a little bit there as Fairman bringing it across for the Cougars, across the emblem, off the ball screen to the right wing. Carson Fairman surveying the defense, now dribbling up to the point. Emmett Jansen are at the desk now getting ready to check in for the Cougars. Fairman dribbles off the screen to the right wing. Wimpy off a down screen 3 straight on, no good. Jost with the offensive rebound. And then he'll turn around Dirk style and put it in for 2 off the one leg and in. So make it 9-4 Rockets with 2:34 to go here in the opening period. Fredericking for Peyton Hari, top of the key, right wing Lane Schilling. Wyatt Crony now off a couple of screens at the top of the key with the basketball. The lefty had it poked away, but into the hands of Schilling. Now Hari moves it for Hensler. Now back for Peyton Hari with 2:18 to go in the first. It's 9-4 Rockets. Hari off the screen for Schilling, left wing for Wyatt Crony. Crony now between the legs with the dribble down. Hensler, he wants to try a trifecta. Too strong there. Rebound brought in by Carson Fairman. Fairman front court dribbling right to the cup. Scoop shot blocked by Hensler, but into the hands of Wimpy, and his layup attempt is in for 2 off the offensive rebound. 9-6 Rockets lead. And Hari will call out a set, and he'll bring it across and in a 4-cross low set. Right wing for Crony. Now it's Fredericking. Left wing, that's a Lane Schilling 3. That's nylon and in. Schilling off the bench averages 6 points a game. He's halfway there with that 3, and it's 12-6 Rockets.
He took that shot with great confidence, and I mean, as soon as it left his hands, it was perfect.
Good rotation there on that shot, as well as Thomas off the screen right wing. Now tries to drive it, now backs it back out. Joe's top of the key with it. Left side of the floor, that's Carson Fairman off the ball screen, behind the back with the dribble. Campworth top of the key with it. Back to the left wing for Fairman. Fairman drives and kicks, top of the key, 3 on the way for Campworth. Has got some nylon and a couple of hand claps after he knocked down that 3. And it's 12-9 Rockets with 1:05 to go in the first.
His second attempt was bringing the Cougars in, 12-9. Now they trail Okawville here early going.
Hari, Schilling, left corner, Fredericking, 55 seconds to go in the first. Ball screen by Fredericking. Now Hensler, right wing for Wyatt Crony. Off the screen, now Schilling moves it left wing for Peyton Hari. Here comes another ball screen left wing. Hari skipping, right corner, Fredericking. Fredericking stops and hesitates and goes. Jump stop in the lane, had it blocked by Thomas. Ball pushed ahead to Jost. It's a 3-on-2 the other way. Jost trying to Euro into the lane and a blocking foul on Schilling.
Well, that could have went the other way very easy. It looked like Schilling had some good moves there, but the problem was he just kind of spun just a little bit as Jost went by. So Jost is going to get an opportunity at the line to shoot a couple.
Tried to Euro step there, and I think Schilling knew it was coming. Both these teams, by the way, well scouted. I know you do your homework quite a bit all the time. These two actually head coaches. As Jost hits the first free throw. Both these two coaches actually played high school basketball together. Both graduates of Okawville High School. Both played together. Both actually run the same motion offense. So there's no secrets in this basketball game at all. Everybody knows what everybody wants to do and how they want to run things.
They kind of got it figured out, don't they?
I think just a little bit. Jost's second free throw is good. He hits both with 35 seconds to go. It's 12-11 Central as number 5, Garrett Richter on, along with number 3, Emmett Jansen for the Cougars. Will Auble also in for the Rockets, along with number 4, that's Lucas Fredericking. That's a freshman, 5'9", for the Rockets. The Rockets very small, and I think this will be the last possession here of the opening period as Fredericking just barely gets it across the timeline and will hold it. 12-11, Rockets have been out front since the tip here in this opening quarter. Hari, Fredericking. Fredericking will set things up at the point with 8. Bouncing Schilling left side of the floor with 6. Handoff Hari with 5 at the point. Driving and going to the hole. Had it blocked out of bounds by Emmett Jansen from behind. With 2 seconds to play. Good action there. Actually, they called the foul late. Oh, they called it against Schilling. No, they called it on Campworth.
Yeah, that's... thought that was a pretty clean one, but they were right down there on it.
I was kind of confused. I thought they were going to call it on Jansen. He was the one that blocked the shot as Hari hits the first free throw, and they called a body foul, I believe, on Campworth. His first, 13th foul. Late call. I thought the run ref just called it out of bounds as Hari's second free throw is good as well. 14-11 Rockets with 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jost inbounds to Thomas. Thomas gets the half court, flips one up, and that one's going to be a little short. Your score after 1 quarter on your honest water scoreboard, the Okawville Rockets 14. Central Cougars 11. You're listening to high school boys basketball, Max 96.7.
Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle offers quality service for a variety of vehicle-related mishaps. Since 1970, Isaac Auto Body has been there when you need them most. From accident scene recovery to 24/7 towing, give them a call at 594-2435. Isaac Auto Body's skilled collision repair team and auto body painters can make any car look as good as the day it left the dealer's lot. Isaac Auto Body is committed to providing fast, quality service on your vehicle. Find them online at isaacautobody.com.
Get it printed with Print Crazy. Printing everything you could possibly ever need. Print Crazy for brochures, business cards, and flyers to vehicle wraps for cars, trucks, and boats, and more, a lot more. Print Crazy for shirts and apparel, invitations, signs, doors and floors, and more. So much more. See for yourself at printcrazy.com. That's C-R-A-Z-E-E. Printcrazy.com on Old Highway 50 in Breeze. Call 526-9260.
It's Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd. Here in your scoring honest water scoreboard after 1 quarter. Rockets 14, Cougars 11. Central have the basketball to begin the second quarter. It is Fairman, Campworth, Jost, Wimpy, and Simon Thomas who has the basketball for the Cougars, right wing for Fairman. Campbell top the key, left wing for Simon Thomas, and he shuffled the puppies and traveled with it.
Third turnover for the Central Cougars, who, by the way, in that first quarter were 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They were 1 of 3 outside the arc, and they were 3 of 7 inside the arc, total shooting 4 of 10. So they need to pick that one up just a little bit, but you got the good free throw shooting, so there you go.
Fredericking out there with Caleb Fredericking out there actually with Lucas Fredericking, Peyton Hari, Lane Schilling, and Will Auble. Auble, right wing. Caleb Fredericking off the ball screen, trying to turn the corner. Back out top for Auble. Peyton Hari moves it to Lucas Fredericking, right wing, and then skips left side of the floor for Auble. Auble off the ball screen for the left elbow, moves it to Schilling, left wing, and then Schilling blows right by Jost. His shot attempt, high arcing one, no good, and rebound brought in by Jost. Fairman into the front court. Fairman shows and goes in the middle of the floor, leaves it for Jost, top of the key. Now Jost spinning his way inside and moves it for Fairman, who will set things up at the left side of the floor, hands it off for Thomas. Thomas, left wing for Fairman. Minute gone by, second quarter of play. Jost in the left corner. Thomas left block, no look feed out stop for Campworth, who ball fakes and drives it right down the lane. We got a whistle on a travel on Max Campworth.
Yeah, kind of got tripped up as he started to make his move. I think he's going to try to do that little jump step, but he had to kind of position himself and kind of catch his balance, and I got him with the travel. That's the 4th Central turnover. I mentioned on the other side of the coin for the Okawville Rockets in that first quarter, they are 5 of 12 total shooting, 3 of 7 from inside the arc, 2 of 4 outside the arc, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line as well. So both teams knocking it down from the free throw line. Both teams pretty close as far as their shooting percentages as well.
Right wing Auble driving in at Mason Weems, who just checked in, shot him off the glass. No good rebound taken in by Tyler Jost. Rockets ran back on Luke Hensler as well. Fairman right to the 10, and then he is hammered inside. No call. Weems misses the layup, and rebound down to Will Auble. Hari, front court. Crossover dribble right to the 10. Right-handed layup is in for 2 for Peyton Hari. And the thing about Hari there with the right-handed layup finish, used the rim to avoid the shot blocking of Jost.
Yep, yeah, that is a smart play, and that kid's got a little talent there as he's razzle-dazzled it in. That's his 9th point of the contest, 16-11. Okawville on top, 6:06 here in the first half.
Lob pass inside to Weems was deflected. Fairman right wing, and he is going to be called for a travel. Another Cougar turnover, and it has not been the start to the second period of play that the Central Faithful is looking for. Second quarter action brought to you by Becker Jewelers with 5:59 to play.
I'm not sure if that was legitimately a travel or not. He just kind of juked a little bit, but I think he got the ball on the floor. It was close.
I think to be honest with you, I think the ref was supposed to call it when he had it on the right wing. He might have shuffled and waited and called it a little late. Auble off the screen. Hari right wing for Wyatt Crone, who splits it and moves it out top the key for Hari. Now Hensler touching it left side of the floor to Lucas Fredericking. Fredericking bouncing for Hari right side of the floor. Auble right wing off the ball screen. Hensler, that is a left point 3 try. Short, no good there. And Weems with a defensive rebound.
Hensler, so 2 from outside the arc. So all 3 from outside the arc in this contest.
Jost was triple teamed, and he skips it to the left corner. Wimpy 3, no good. Thomas in there battling rebound. He misses the shot, but Weems is there to clean it up. 16-13 after the Weems put back. Wyatt Crone, front court. Left side. Ball screen comes. Crone jump stop at the point. Right wing Lucas Fredericking, who off a ball screen drives it and kicks it left wing for Crone. Now Fredericking left corner. Hensler at the point. Spinning his way inside, and then I got away with an elbow, and then they move it over to Auble, who tries a corner 3. That one no good, and the 3-pointer's a little unkindly for the Rockets as Jost clears the rebound on that one. Fairman front court, left corner, Wimpy lob to the block for Mason Weems with 4:39 to go here in the first half.
Both teams a little stagnant, but each one of them only getting a field goal here so far in the second quarter.
Jost cuts down the lane, and he puts it up off the window for 2 on the nice lead pass by Thomas from the right wing.
Just like that, they added some more.
Exactly, 16-15, 4:20 to go first half. Left wing, that's Will Auble. Auble off the ball screen, now moves it to Hensler. Right wing for Wyatt Crone. Crone stops at the foul line. He skips it left corner for Lucas Fredericking. Fredericking for Hensler, right point. Now Will Auble on the right wing. Off the ball screen from Hensler. That's Hari lob inside. We got a foul on the entry fee. Pretty clean opening half of play. Not too many fouls. No. That's only the 14 on the Cougars. Rockets only have 2 team fouls as well. As Fredericking comes on, Caleb Fredericking comes on for Lucas Fredericking. And then Emmett Jansen checks in for Weems. Weems got 2 fouls, though.
Yep, that's going to be Weems' second personal here. Like you said, pretty clean first half. We like that.
Frederick King inbounding. Ball was tipped by Wimpy, but right into the hands of Peyton Horry on the right wing, and now Horry will set up the offense. Trying to hand it for Frederick King so they can get into what they want. Now they finally do. Frederick King at the right wing will direct traffic. Surveys defense, lob to Hensler, left block up off the window for 2. Nice draw up by John Krause and a nice job play, and Hensler gets an easy field goal out of it.
No backside help. Joseph was kind of covering up, and Hensler just snuck in back door, laid it off glass and in, making it 18-15, 3:33 to play here in the second.
Honest Water scoreboard there is Joseph at the point. Backs inside, now moves right wing for Simon Thomas, who lobs back to the right block, extended to Jost. He's got a smaller all ball on him. He'll fade away. That shot attempt no good, and one and done for the Cougars as Hensler with a rebound, and John Krause wanting Frederick King to push. That's Crony on the left wing. Now Frederick King. Right wing for Peyton Horry. 3:05 to go in the first half, and now Frederick King gets direction from his head ball coach, and he moves over and hands it off for Albel, right wing. Now Crony. Now Hensler. Skipping left wing, Horry. Nice ball fake, driving right to the 10. Initiates contact, reverse layup, try no good. Rebound brought in by Jost. Jost front court, skips, Fairman. Drives in and kicks it to the right corner for Thomas, who then shows and goes. We had a hand check against the Rockets. That's the third team foul, and Oakville had 2:47 to play in the first half. Rockets lead by 3 points, 18-15.
I believe you count that on Hensler. I believe it's who they're going to get, or did they?
I think they got 14.
They got Crony.
That's Wyatt Crony's first.
They're kind of in that pack there, so.
Corner for Jost. Now it's Thomas, top of the key for Emmett Jansen, left wing. Left corner, that's Fairman with it with 2:40 to play. Now they'll get direction from Jeremy Schubert, and Fairman moves it right wing for Simon Thomas. Wimpy, top of the key. We got a whistle again, this time away from the basket on Albel, and they're battling with Jost. And
they're going to get Albel on that one the way it looks. He's not too happy, and that's going to be his second here in the second half, or second period.
Now both teams. 14 fouls. I shouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, we were talking about how clean it has been, and just here in the last, say, 45 seconds of play, we've gotten a few fouls.
A couple of fouls as Schilling comes on for Albel. As you mentioned, he had 2. Fairman inbound right wing, Emmett Jansen. Wimpy, that's a foul line 2. And in for 2 for Camden Wimpy. Make it 18-17 Rockets. Cougars have not led here in the opening half with 2:25 to go. Rockets lead by 1.
They're slowly creeping up on them.
Oh, yeah, slowly they've been within a couple so far in the first half. Hensler right wing for Frederick King now at the left point, we'll call it. Against Simon Thomas, that's Schilling foul line, who lost it but then corralled it for Frederick King. Now it's Horry lobbing to Hensler on the left block. Hensler against Jost, jump hook in the lane for 2. Nice high arcing shot by Hensler.
Yeah, going up against Jost, he had to change his shot, or Jost is going to shove it back down, and now a quick turnover on the inbound pass. That's the 5th turnover for Central. It's back Okawville ball.
Been a rough start here for the Cougars here in this second. It's actually been a rough second quarter, we could call it, for the Cougars, as Frederick King inbound, and it's a lob to Hensler, and he gets open, and a lay-in for 2. And they get 22-17 Rockets.
Boy, just when they get chubby, they a couple steps forward, a couple steps back, and just can't kind of get any headway for the Central Cougars.
Right wing, Simon Thomas, and moves it to Wimpy at the point. Thomas right wing. Right corner for Carson Fairman. Fairman left side of the floor, Emmett Jansen. Fairman at the point. Carson Fairman, nice hesitation, dribble drive to the 10 for 2 for Carson Fairman off the square. A little shimmy and go.
Matt using the window very well for his 4th point of the contest here with a $1:12 on the clock in the first half.
3-point Rocket lead. Schilling moves it to the corner for Frederick King, and Hensler left open 3. No good, and Hensler's done about everything right except make a 3-point shot.
0 for 4 from outside the arc is Hensler.
Fairman dribbles in deep. 3 for Wimpy, trailing. Oh, the rim unkind. No good. Jost with the offensive rebound. He jump stops in the lane. Shot there. No good. Then he taps it out for Fairman, who then dribbles and drives, and we're going to have a charge. Offensive foul on Fairman. He's a little out of control in the painted area, and another turnover on the Cougars. And Fairman's going to pick up his first, and the 15th foul on the Cougars with 47 seconds to play here in the opening half. Will Abel's going to come on with his 2 fouls. Little offense-defense switch here for Lane Schilling. So far, it has been a frustrating second period of play for the Cougars. to say the least.
Yeah, indeed. They just get their rhythm. They start really, clawing their way back up. It was almost an 8-point lead in the first quarter. They kind of clawed their way in, and now they just can't quite get over the hump. Turnovers and issues of that is really costing. That's the 6th turnover for the Central Cougars on that charge.
Hari for Hensler, left wing, who's just content to hold it here.
Yeah.
Possession arrow is in the Rockets' favor, pending a tie up. The Okawville Rockets will get the basketball to begin the second half of play. That's Hari for Fredericking with 20 seconds to go. Hari, Hensler, left side of the floor, just playing a game of catch right now. 14 seconds to play in the first half. Spectrum Business halftime. Be coming up, get you some stats. Try to pick up a score update from Carlisle as well. Fredericking hands off Okawville, left wing for Crony with 5 seconds. 3, he airballed it. Rebound brought in by Fairman, who pushes from half court. No. And your score on your Honest Water scoreboard after 1 half of play, the Okawville Rockets 22, the Central Cougars 19. We'll take a break. We'll have halftime stats for you in the score update as well. You're listening to High School Boys Basketball, Max 96.7.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Sound familiar? A flat tire in the middle of nowhere? Car keys locked in the car? Or a battery that needs a jump start? You're stranded on the side of the road and need emergency roadside assistance to get your car moving. Call Benoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton about roadside rescue coverage from Beacon Insurance that's available to everyone who has a personal auto policy with Beacon Insurance. Roadside rescue will save your day with 24/7 roadside assistance at no extra cost to you if you have comprehensive coverage. Call Benoff Insurance, your Beacon Insurance agency, today at 526-4888.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Draghi, a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I treat a lot of patients who have not been to the dentist in 10 to 20 years. Most had a bad experience as a child. Others are embarrassed to go or are concerned the dentist will scold them. We know these feelings are real and believe in listening to your problems and concerns. I will do all of this without putting you down or making you feel guilty. My team and I want to make a difference in the way you feel about dentistry. Please call me, Dr. Tim Draghi, at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment, or look at our website at breezedentalcare.com, where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
Are you looking for a happy dental home? Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies and have what you are looking for. New patients welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. Get back on the right track to good dental health with Breeze Dental Care. Call 526-2020. That's 526-2020.
Hey, it's Colby with K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle, and I have a new pick of the week ready for you. Stop by and check out this loaded, silver, 2017 Chevy Malibu with leather seats and only 16,050 miles for $18,900. You won't be disappointed in this car. Come find the best deals on your new Chevy just west of Carlisle on Old Route 50. K&J Chevrolet, your Clinton County Chevrolet and Silverado headquarters.
A Shell expert is underwater to demonstrate the importance of protection. My partner will play your engine, menaced by performance-robbing gunk, and playing the engine gunk, 3 man-eating sharks. Don't worry, folks. His shark cage represents Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Release the sharks! All 3 grades of Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines act as a barrier that helps shield and protect critical engine parts. So go ahead, folks. Protect your engine with Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines.
Fill up at your area clean and convenient CC Food Mart locations.
You've got Max 96.7.
Welcome you into the Dairy King broadcast booth here this evening on your Honest Water scoreboard. Here at the half is Okawville 22, Central 19 is there, honoring here the up-and-coming, possibly, superstars we might have here is Aveston. Great school team went to state in Class S.
Yep.
They were in the state tournament. They fell in the quarterfinal game. That would have been the second round at state. They let 16 teams go in S. They were the second round loss. And then the Bartelzo Braves, the state champions in Class S, undefeated. We had their game on the air last week, Saturday. And I'll tell you what, there's some up-and-coming talent in the pools here from Aveston and Bartelzo. So Mater Dei and Central coaches, basketball coaches, probably pretty pleased to see what they got coming up, I'm sure.
Like to see those feeder schools and what they can do. And, of course, here in the county, that always helps things out as they honor both of those squads here. And a little bit of an expanded halftime.
Oh yeah, expanded halftime here. We like that, though. We like honoring these young kids. You know, they're going to be our future. You know, future of what our jobs are going to revolve around what these kids do, and it's going to be exciting to see what these kids can do at the high school level. So congratulations to Aveston and Bartelzo on their well-respected state tournament runs. So focus here, Okawville 14-11 after one quarter, 22-19 here at the half. And really hate to beat a drum, hate to beat a dead horse in this one, but Cougars have been close, have not led. They get it to one. They can't quite take the lead. And I don't know if you do your credit to that. You either credit Okawville, do you credit Central? I don't know what you really can do there on that one, but the Cougars have not been able to get over the top in the opening half of play so far. It seems like every time they get close for the Central Cougars, they kind of step on themselves, and leading the way for the Central Cougars, 8 points. Tyler Jost, he's 3 of 7 from the field. He's had one attempt from outside the arc. Excuse me, check that. He has had no attempts outside the arc. Sometimes, I've kind of been one of those guys kind of on Tyler. Sometimes he takes those shots, and I kind of cringe. But he's not a bad three-point shooter for a big man. So they're kind of wiping that out. He's had it all underneath him from the free throw line. He leads the way, and actually just one shy of leading all scorers with 8 points for Tyler Jost, 4 points down the line for Camden Wimpy, 4 points for Carson Fairman, 2 points for Weems, and 3 points for Max Campworth, who had a trade there in the first quarter. He is 1 of 2 from the arc. Now, on the other side of the coin, leading all scorers, it's Peyton Hari with 9 points. He was on fire in the first quarter. They shut him down. Only 6 points total scored there for the Okawville Rockets in that second period, but 9 points total for Peyton Hari, 6 points for Luke Hensler. A tray for Schilling. He had that in the first quarter, and 2 points for Crony. As far as the shooting percentages go for Central, they're shooting 26% from inside the arc, 33% outside the arc, and a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Okawville shooting 69% from inside the arc and 25% outside the arc. So that's kind of looking at how they go. The very even shooting percentages there. But what you've got is 9 rebounds total for Central, only 4 for Okawville. So right now Central is leading that rebounding tally, but I have to say a lot of those have been offensive rebounds from missed shots. And that's very reason why that they're within the 3 points here that they are at the half is the offensive glass. They have dominated that, which is in the first matchup they did not rebound the basketball very well. And on top of that, Rockets shot the ball a little bit better than the Cougars did that night, so you know how that is. Sometimes your shot goes in, sometimes your shot doesn't. And I think, as you mentioned, the 9-4 rebounding disparity, and people may think, wow, you guys are missing a lot of rebounds. No, we're not. The game just played at that slow of a pace right now tonight that you can't do nothing about it. That's where you're at. 22-19 here at the half. We do got a score update for you at the half from Carlisle. It is the Indians leading Salem 29-20 at the break there. Indians looking to get a momentum victory before we're going into the postseason next week as well. And, of course, we had the last game those two teams met over at B.E. Gum. Rip and I had the coverage of that, and it was Salem all the way in a decisive victory. So that shows you kind of that home-and-home series, how it works out. Oh, yeah. Home and home will definitely make a big difference in that one as well. Indians will play next week on Tuesday in the Wood River Regional against Piasaw Southwestern. So I'll tell you right now, in that Wood River Regional, Westland, the 1 seed in that subsectional, the 4 seed Piasaw in that subsectional, 5 seed Carlisle in that subsectional, then Wood River is the 9, Roxana's the 11. The winner of that 9-11 matchup will take on Westland on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We'll have that action for you. Our next couple of broadcasts as well, T-Town Mater Dei Girls Monday night super sectional action. Lady Knights back-to-back years of making it to the super sectional. Can Dave Conan, for the first time since his first year, he's been coaching Mater Dei girls basketball for 28 seasons. He's trying to get to the state tournament for the first time since year 1 of his career. So it's been a long wait for Conan to get back to the state tournament. Talk about setting the bar high and then just not being able to grab that brass ring, Exactly. And then on top of that, we'll have Westland against to be determined. It'll be Wood River or Roxana, 6 o'clock Tuesday night Moose Lloyd, Rip Notmeyer anchor coverage of that one. And then we're going to have Central Salem girls Tuesday night, 7:30 at the Carbondale sectional as well. That'll be up and coming. We got all kinds of tournament playoff basketball coming up. This is actually going to be tonight our last regular season broadcast game. It's going to be all postseason basketball here the rest of the way after this game here tonight. So we're looking at that. Thursday night, we're looking at probably the Central girls beating Salem to get to the sectional championship game. They'll play the winner of, in that 3A sectional, East St. Louis, who is the 6th seed in Central subsectional. They're playing the 1 seed Carterville on Tuesday night. That game is scheduled to start at 6 o'clock. Central girls play at 7:30 that night. Thursday night championship game scheduled to start at 7. And then it's really going to be by ear. Basically, it's going to be either Carlisle, hopefully it'll be Carlisle-Westland Friday night boys action if need be, or it's going to be Modern Day girls at the state tournament at Redbird Arena on Friday night, and then Saturday as well to follow. So that's kind of our schedule this week. It's all kind of hearsay and hearsay, play it by ear, right?
Well, yeah, you're flying by the seat of your pants because it just depends on what teams do, who wins, who does what, and all of that fun stuff. But when that said, who would have thunk it? Our first official, prep sport call was Modern Day football. That was our first run, and it's been going. You've been running crazy ever since. I've been kind of dipping in and out. You've been running like a mule.
It's been like a mule the last few weeks, and it's only going to continue. But hey, you know what that means when you're running like a mule? It means the teams are playing well and they're still alive. That's all we're looking forward to, is seeing how deep we're going to obviously be with Modern Day and Central girls as far as they can take us, due to the fact that they are a couple of rounds ahead of the boys action.
Yep.
And then we're going to pick the boys up as we go. Hopefully, we get a couple of teams, and unfortunately, from the way it looks, we're going to be down to 2 boys teams after possibly 3 games in the season.
Well, obviously, yeah, when that first one strikes up, Central and Modern Day are going to knock themselves and beat themselves up there in that one. But Westland, you look at Westland, they have a pretty good chance in that particular regional. Not a bad team over there, Brady, and I think that they could go somewhere as well.
And they'll have to play possibly Carlisle again for the 3rd time this season. All right, we're going to take another break here on Spectrum Business Halftime. When we come back, we're going to have second half action for you. Listening to high school boys basketball on Max 96.7.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50. Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car. A car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. The First National Bank in Carlisle. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at 1nbcarlisle.com.
Reekman Brothers Farm Equipment has locations in Okawville, Centralia, and Breeze. Reekman Brothers sells the finest John Deere tractors, plus lawn and garden equipment and accessories. Reekman Brothers has been a part of the farming industry for over 83 years. Call Reekman Brothers for farm machinery and farmland auction services. 243-6186. Reekman Brothers, your John Deere dealer.
This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales. Southern Bus and Mobility. Kaskaskia College. The First National Bank of Carlisle. Reekman Brothers John Deere. St. Joseph Hospital Breeze. Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge. State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle. Breeze Family Vision. Tempo Bank. Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards. And Area CC Food Marts. WCXO Sports since 1999. The sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Modern Day Knights, the Westland Warriors, and now the Christ Our Rock Silver Stallions.
It's Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast booth. Craig Meyer, Moose Lloyd here for you. Second half action getting ready to begin. Rockets lead on your Honest Water scoreboard over the Central Cougars 22-19. Carlisle leading over at Salem at the half 29-20. In other action, don't have a Westland update for you in this one, but keep you posted if we do get one. Second half action here, getting ready to start. I mean, what are we looking for here? I guess is more or less of what I'm trying to get at. What are we looking for?
Well, you're going to have to see the Central Cougars really, expand on those first chances. Just take the first chances, make the bucket. You can't keep relying on the offensive rebounds and the putbacks to pull your way back into this contest, especially with a tough Okawville squad. And you're looking at Okawville, crash the boards. I mean, right now, that's what's keeping the Central Cougars in there, are the offensive putbacks for Central. I mean, they're not shooting that well. Neither team's shooting that well when you get down to it. So look for a little better shooting and look for Okawville to amp up the rebounds. And hopefully you can see Central get a little bit better on the shooting track.
I think that's part of it. And I think part of it is just getting organized on the offensive end. The Cougars have sometime on the offensive end just looked disorganized offensively, which has not been a usual thing in a Jeremy Schubert coach team. But that's kind of how the Cougars have been this year. They've been a little disorganized on the offensive end, especially when things do not go right in the opening half. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. Will Auble has it for the Rockets. Frederick King Hensler, Wyatt Croney, and Peyton Hari join him as Auble has it left wing. Hari moves it to the right wing for Wyatt Croney, who then hits a backdoor cutting. Auble for two.
That's a couple times they've done that. It's been different players. Usually it's Hensler a couple times for that young man. They got Auble in the mix that time.
Off a couple of back screens and a nice feed inside by Hari. Cougars have Thomas Wimpy. Wimpy driving inside, high arcing shot off the window, no good, but he gets another chance and puts it up off the square and in for two. Wimpy out there with Campworth, Fairman, Thomas, and Jost, 24-21. Rockets lead after that putback by Camden Wimpy. Front court for Fredericking. Auble moves it left wing for Peyton Hari. Now Will Auble will dribble over and off the ball screen to the right wing. Now Hari at the right point, left side of the floor for Fredericking, who touches it to the left wing for Wyatt Croney. And a right elbow pass there to Hensler, who drives inside, up off the window for two. Getting the rotational help a little late by Max Campworth, and another easy layup for the Rockets. Back-to-back layups, that is. They move it 26-21 Okawville.
And that's the 8th point for Hensler here, early going third quarter.
Left wing, Camden Wimpy for the Cougars. Ball screen comes from Jost. Wimpy drives it. Right wing, Simon Thomas. Now it's a right block extended jumper from Jost, who misses everything, and the rebound brought in by Will Auble. Auble front court, Peyton Hari with a head fake. Now Fredericking for Auble. I'm sorry, check that, Hari. He'll tease up a three and knocks it down. And the Rockets are coming out guns a-blazing 3 for 3 here in the third quarter. They lead 29-21.
12 points now for Hari as he just blasted that one. I mean, that was a textbook three-banger.
No one picked him up in transition as Fairman will off the ball screen, turn the corner hard and force up a shot that had it knocked out of his hands by Peyton Hari.
I was going to say that should go back. I was going to say he thought he caught it out of bounds there. Chicago's down there laughing too.
Jeremy Schubert asking for a foul call and continuing to hassle the one official on the baseline as Fairman will lob it outside for Jost. That's Max Campworth at the point now. Right wing for Fairman. Lob, right block, Jost. Double team comes. Fairman, top of the key. Now moves it to the right wing for Jost, who lost the basketball. Now Carouse might have carried it. Now skips it to the left wing. Emmett Jansen, who just checked in for Wimpy. Now Fairman at the point. 5:40 to play in the third quarter. Fairman crossover dribble drive, had it knocked away and stripped. Stolen away. Hensler, 2-on-1, then lost his footing. Now they'll call a tripping foul.
I think they get the foul because it looked like they just, I don't think that was an intentional one. I think he just stepped on the back of his foot and down he went.
And that one's going to be on Max Campworth.
Yeah, got that incidental contact, and then there you go.
Second foul on Max Campworth. First team foul of the team in the second half, and both The fan base on the far side, Cougar purple, and Jeremy Schubert not pleased with that call. And then Fairman knocks it out of the hands of Wyatt Crony, and it'll stay with the Rockets on this end as they switch ends. Rockets in their road blues with the orange, or the white lettering and the orange trim. Cougars in their home whites with the black lettering and the purple trim. They get it inbounds. Actually, check that's purple lettering and black trim. Wow, yeah. Eyesight must be bad as Hardy moves it to Auble right wing for Wyatt Crony.
It's tough to see. It is tough to differentiate the colors that dark from way up here.
Fredericking passed it on for Hardy to Wyatt Crony, who knocks down an island three and make it 32-21 Rockets. And a timeout taken up by Jeremy Schubert on your Honest Water scoreboard with 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Okawville 32, Central 21. You're listening to high school boys basketball, Max 6-7.
Reverman Chiropractic in Breeze would like to say thank you to our patients, staff, and local healthcare professionals for their continued support and cooperation as we celebrate 10 years in business. At Reverman Chiropractic, our focus is to work with you, the patient, and your other healthcare providers to deliver the best and most effective care possible. Please take advantage of our evening and weekend hours and call 526-4700 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Craig Reverman or Dr. Travis Isaac.
Max 96.7.
Back here at Dairy King broadcast booth, Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd. Cougars on the wrong end of a 10-2 start here in the second half of play. The Rockets lead 32-21 on your Honest Water scoreboard. You mentioned it, the three-point shooting here to begin the second half has been the key to this run.
Oh, yeah, 2 of 2 here to start the second half for the Okawville Rockets from outside the arc. 2 of 2 inside the arc as well. They haven't missed a bucket yet.
So 4 for 4 ain't a bad start.
Nope.
And Fairman into the front court, and all 4 shots by the Rockets have been uncontested. Thomas drives inside, flips it up for a shot, no good. Rebound, fought for. Hensler might have just traveled. They didn't call it. Fredericking front court for Wyatt Crony. Back for Fredericking. Now Wyatt Crony left corner. Now for Fredericking. Okawville fans below us, I think, wanted Fredericking to take the three in transition. He did. Now he'll back it out.
Wanted to wait for some blue jerseys to get down there and help out.
Auble for Crony, left corner, who bounces it for Horry. Now for the right corner for Fredericking, who stops, and a foul.
Oh, yeah. He just stopped short, and there was no place for Weems to go.
I think that was Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas, rather. Thomas just kind of barreled right into him, and he's got some tape on the wrist there. And it looks like he's kind of favoring that as he went down kind of hard.
First foul on Simon Thomas. Second team foul on the Cougars of the second half of play. And an inbounding Caleb Fredericking. Peyton Horry, right wing. Horry, Will Auble. Wyatt Crony touching it, left wing for Caleb Fredericking. Crony off the ball screen, trying to turn the corner, can't do it. Now he crossover dribbles against Carson Fairman. He moves it for Fredericking. Now Horry with the ball fake for Auble in the left corner. 4:20 to play in the third quarter. 32-21 Rockets. Auble driving, stopping in the lane, up and under move. Had it partially blocked by Campworth. Ball is loose. Campworth first to the floor to get it. Then he throws it to Auble, who then traveled, and that's what they're going to call.
So trading turnovers, all kinds of things going on.
It's a mess. Fire for the last 15 seconds there.
It was a little hairy, as they say. It looks like we may have a. I was wondering, it looked like they were going to have a sub or something because they were looking over the bench. Now they're going to clear it out. And
I think Thomas took off that bandage, I think is what they were asking, if he's going to be able to go with it. And I think they're good. They're going to let him play.
He may be checking to see if there was any bleeding going on there. It may have been scratched.
Fairman stops and pops off a foul line. Screen for 2 for Carson Fairman. He doesn't shoot the basketball much, only averages 3 points a game, but he's got 6, and it's 32-23 now. Okawville leading by 9. That's Auble. Right elbow, 2 for Hensler is good. Wow. 6'7" bigs, got some sharp touches. Hensler knocks down the elbow deuce, and it's back to an 11-point Rocket lead.
They've only missed 1 from the field so far. The Okawville Rockets are just shooting the eyes out of the cylinder here in the third quarter.
Fairman crossover dribble, spinning in the lane, flips one up and in for 2, and the senior Fairman, the point guard, makes another nice nifty move and scores and make it 34-25 Rockets.
Trying to keep the Central Cougars into this one here in front of the home crowd of Central High School.
Auble moves it for Fredericking at the point. Fredericking off the ball screen. Will try a 3. That one no good. And Joseph, the nice screen out, clears the rebound, and Thurman into the front court, who's got the hot hand, and he drives it. We got a foul on Peyton Horry. That's the first team foul on the Rockets of the second half, and that's going to be Horry's first, I do believe.
I keep looking at Simon Thomas. He's got a pretty good nick there on his hand. He keeps kind of twitching with it. It may be bothering just a little bit. He's got it outstanding in the game. No bleeding coming off of it, so that's a good thing. As the Central Cougars will have the ball underneath their own bucket with 2:56 to play here in the third.
Thomas off the ball screen, too. Hand looks pretty good there, huh? As he knocks down the deuce, and it's 34-27. Lucas Frederiking in for the Rockets. He has the basketball left wing. Lane Schilling in as well during that last stop. That's Wyatt Croney for Schilling, right wing.
The Central Cougars playing catch-up yet again.
Croney off the ball screen to the left wing. That is Schilling to Hari, all the way around the perimeter to the right wing to Lucas Frederiking.
And
we had a whistle?
Oh, yeah.
No. Actually, they say when he caught it, that back foot stepped on the sideline, and the Rocket turnover as Wimpy checks in for Max Kempworth.
Thought they were going to get Thomas for the check because he had pretty good on that jersey, kind of snagging it a little bit, but they got him on the turnover. So a short timeout. Okawville wants to talk it over.
34-27, Rockets on your Honest Water scoreboard. You're listening to high school boys basketball on Max 96.7.
Hi, this is Dr. Matt Palm, chiropractor from MedPlus Physical Medicine in Carlisle. Here at MedPlus, we pride ourselves on offering many health services all in one convenient place. Whether it is our medical providers using state-of-the-art treatments for back pain or knee arthritis, our physical therapists and chiropractors safely and conservatively treating your musculoskeletal conditions, or our massage therapists melting our aches and stress away. We want to be your local choice for musculoskeletal pain. Please stop by MedPlus Physical Medicine in Carlisle or visit us on our website at medplusplus.com.
This is Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd scoring your Honest Water scoreboard. Okawville 34, Central 27, 2:33 to go here in the third period. Thomas will inbound it for Carson Fairman, who will bring it across the timeline here on the Cougar emblem, center court. Central High School, Fairman spinning. Looking for the back door, now moves it to the right corner for Wimpy. Lob pass to the right block, goes up off the window for two. And it's 34-29. Rockets now, the Cougars cut into that deficit.
Coming back to the big men, getting underneath, kind of trading some shots.
And again, Croney hit the back door, cutting Frederiking, and no help side defense whatsoever there, and another layup for the Rockets, and everything coming easy at the 10.
Yeah, you've got to watch it. That's the third or fourth time that has happened for the Central Cougars here. You got to watch that cutter, as it seems to be working well for the Okawville Rockets as a foul on a dribble drive.
Fairman drove it, foul on Wyatt Croney. That's his second foul, and the second team foul on the Rockets in the second half of play with 1:53 to go here in the third. Fairman triggers the inbound, throws it to the point for Joseph, side of the floor for Wimpy, looking. Now moves it right wing for Fairman on an errant pass. He had to go crowd. Lob pass inside. Joseph catch up off the window for two.
And
36-31.
Yeah, Hensler trying to come over to help out. He just couldn't get there in time as he popped it off the glass and in. And now we got ourselves a ball game. Central playing catch up again, see if they can pull under the lead.
Hari, left wing, spinning away from Emmett Jansen, and he's got a three dialed up too strong there. I think it was just because it was too open, and Wimpy clears the glass. And Fairman into the front court. Right wing, Emmett Jansen left open three. Short, no good, and the rebound brought in by Frederick, and that might have brought the house down here at Central High School to close the distance. Frederick for Wyatt Croney for Schilling, now for Croney. Croney on the ball screen at the right wing, drives it against Fairman. Spins back for Schilling. Lob to the right elbow for Hensler. Backs his way inside, and then he was cut off and throws it to the left wing for Hari with 58 seconds to go. 36-31. That is Lucas Frederiking, the freshman, working against Simon Thomas. The ball knocked away and loose, and Hensler moves it for Hari, and then Schilling tees up a three. That one barely hit the rim. And rebound brought in by Jost. Front court, Carson Fairman. Crossover dribble, stops and moves it. Emmett Jansen left wing now throws it back out for Jost, who the Cougars with the arrow to get the ball in the fourth quarter. We'll hold it.
Two here.
We'll hold it for the final one. And I think that's part of the reason, I think, is Jansen was going to tee up the left wing three. And then Jost, I think, yelled at him to throw it back out here.
Yeah, nope, don't do that.
They wanted it back, so now we're just going to play for the last one. Thomas holding it just in front of the timeline, 13 seconds to go in the third. And rolling.
6 of 9 have been Okawville here in this half. They've been hot, but here the last couple of minutes, they've been shut down by the Central Cougars.
Jost from the elbow, no good. Rebound, tipped. And that shot from three-quarter court won't count, and you're scoring your Honest Water scoreboard after 3 quarters of play. The Okawville Rockets 36, the Central Cougars 31. You're listening to High School Boys Basketball, Max 96.7.
Good times are waiting at Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery, just north of Carlisle on Route 127. There's no better place to see live music than the Brett's Outdoor Stage, hosting bands every weekend. The kitchen at Brett's opens at 3 on Monday and Tuesday. They open for lunch at 11 Wednesday through Friday, and they have breakfast Saturday and Sunday starting at 8, with dinner available daily. Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery is a great spot for a meeting, a party, a get-together, or just to grab a bite to eat. Call 594-8830 or go to wildlifelodgeandwinery.com.
Happy birthdays! That's what we deliver daily in the Women and Infant Center at HSHS St. Joseph's Hospital Breeze. Moms and dads receive the pampering they deserve at this special time in our modern birthing suites. New family members are welcomed into the world in a safe, soothing atmosphere by truly caring and competent professionals. If you're expecting more from your maternity care, check out our amenities at stjoebreeze.com or call 526-5423.
Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast with 8 minutes up on the big board. Fourth quarter action here getting ready to begin between Central and Okawville. Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd here. Scoring the Honest Water scoreboard, Okawville 36, Central 31 after 3 quarters. Got a score update from Carlisle. It's 41, Carlisle 41, Salem 36 after 3 quarters of play as well. Cougar basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Simon Thomas, Fairman, Jost, Wempe, Emmett Jansen to begin the fourth quarter. White Crony, Caleb Frederick, Peyton Horry, Will Auble, and Luke Hensler to begin the fourth quarter for the Rockets. Right wing, Carson Fairman with the basket. With Thomas. Lob to the left block for Jost against Will Auble. Now Wempe at the left elbow. Now Fairman. Right wing, Emmett Jansen. Now it's Jost top of the key.
Well, how big was that last second shot? Boy, they could have nailed that one and then had the ball back. That would have been a biggie.
Penetrate pitch out. Wimpy 3, no good. Rebound, Simon Thomas with a head fake. Shot attempt from 4 feet, no good. The ball deflected around and into the hands of Caleb Frederick. Third quarter action is brought to you by V&H Recreation. Fourth quarter action brought to you by John Doe Studios as Caleb Frederick into the front court. That's Horry left wing. And looking for the back screen lob. Again, wasn't open. Will Auble now with it, right wing. Auble drives it, and Wempe picks it up after a couple of dribbles. Horry skips to the left corner for Wyatt Crony. Crony now bouncing it outside for Peyton Horry off the ball screen, trying to turn the corner. Backs it back out for Crony. Now Frederick, 36-31 Rockets to Auble, left wing. Frederick off the ball screen. Bounce pass inside. Hitzler lays it in for 2 off the screen and roll. Nice pass by Frederick to Hitzler. 38-31 Rockets patient enough on the offensive end. They got what they wanted.
Thought he was going to go the old donut route and give it a little dunk, but he didn't.
Fairman, ball screen elbow, 2 by Carson Fairman. He's putting on a show here in the second half. He's got 10 points.
Yeah, he is really leading the way here, and the charge and the spark the Central Cougars need here.
Him and Jost each with 10 points apiece. Horry left wing stutters and gills against Jansen. Picks up his dribble, moves it for Frederick. Crony now right wing. Bounce pass, Auble cutting. Shot up off the glass, no good by Auble. And Wempe again just a little lazy on the defensive end and a foul. Third teamer on the Cougars of the second half. First one on Wempe, and at the line is Auble. First free throw on the way for Auble is good. 40 to 33 with 6:11 to go. Mason Weems on for the Cougars for Tyler Jost.
And that is only the third time.
Actually, check that 39-33. Sorry, they put the point up there a little faster than I thought.
That's only the third time we've had a free throw for Okawville, and they're 3 of 3 from the line.
Second free throw on the way for Auble. He misses that. Rebound taken in by Simon Thomas. That's Carson Fairman into the front court. Off the ball screen at the point. Fairman, right wing for Simon Thomas. That's Mason Weems' foul line. Turns and goes for Jansen, left wing. The sophomore moves it right wing for Fairman, who trying to spin his way inside and does. He's fouled. Shot attempt no good by Fairman, and he'll go to the free throw line with 5:53 to go in the fourth.
Right now, he is the catalyst. That you get the ball to him, let him force it inside, see what can happen. I mean, he's playing 10 points, and it's well above his average. I mean, right now, Tyler Jost, Hensler's been doing a great job on Tyler Jost, only with 8 points. So you got to rely on who's hot. He's got the hot hand.
Fairman at the foul line is good. Fairman 3 points per game on the year. He's a 57% foul shooter, but that free throw there looks like he's about a 90% shooter. The way the rim might look for him tonight.
That's right. It's huge up there.
Fairman with a 2 on the line. His second free throw attempt on the way is good. He hits a pair. 39-35. Rockets lead. That was a third foul, by the way, on Wyatt Crony. Both teams each with 3 team fouls apiece. Both teams also with a handful of timeouts left as well. Auble, Frederick King, top the key. Inside, Hensler backs his way down against Weems. He turns left shoulder, shot up off the window for 2 for Luke Hensler.
And that just shows Hensler's athletic ability, just backing into Weems, and Weems just standing there. I mean, Weems gets set up, but the way it is, if he's set up against him and try to pull the charge, he just goes around you.
Fairman stops and goes, and then he got a little too creative with the dribble and turned it over. Frederick King on the pickpocket, and he'll slow things down. John Cross wants to tell him, and it's 8 Cougar turnovers. Wants to set things up. That's Horry. Bouncing Frederick King at the point. Lob, Hensler in the middle of the lane. Again, another jump with that one off the glass, and good for 2 by Hensler. And he's fouled by Mason Weems. And now the Cougars, who drew to within 4. And now a little 4-0 spark here by the Rockets. And Hensler with an opportunity to add to it.
And just like we've said kind of all game, the Cougars playing catch-up. They draw within a couple, and then they let the Okawville Rockets get on a good run, and then they claw their way back into it, pardon the pun, and then another run as the bucket and the harm is good for the old-fashioned three-pointer in Okawville on a timeout.
Take a timeout here. You're scoring your honest water scoreboard. Okawville 44, Central 35. Listening to high school boys basketball, Max 96.7.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked? Schedule an eye exam today at Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center. I'm Dr. Claire Thorpe-Klinsky, and if it's been more than a year, you might need a new prescription. If you use a computer regularly or are suffering from allergies, those both can be causes of eye strain or fatigue. Schedule a complete eye health exam today to find out if your eyes are healthy. We may be able to detect glaucoma and other eye diseases early. At Breeze Family Vision and Lebanon Optometric Center, we examine more than just your vision.
Want easy online banking and bill paying with an ATM and debit card that allows you to set personal spending limits? Then Tempo Bank's the place for you. Tempo Bank makes it easy for today's consumers to spend more time with your families and less time balancing your accounts and paying bills. Tempo Bank has 2 locations to better serve you. Call 526-7256 in Breeze or 224-9228 in Trenton. They'll be glad to help you. Tempo Bank is your answer to easy, hassle-free banking.
Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast booth, Greg Meyer Moosefoot. I do got to give one shout out here real quick, though.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine, Luke Jackson, good friend, used to help me do games all the time.
Righto.
He went to the Air Force. He's actually tuning in from Biloxi, Mississippi right now, listening into this basketball game here tonight. So I want to give a special shout out to a guy who helped me do a lot of basketball games when I first got my career started in the broadcasting field.
Hello, and thanks for your service, my good friend.
44-35, Okawville leading Central here with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That's Tyler Jost with it on the right wing. Crossover dribble, driving to the hole, right-handed reverse flip. He missed it in the lane, and the shot brought in by Hensler on the rebound. He moves it ahead to Horry, but he threw it away. Horry for Jansen now in the front court for Whippy, who almost had his pocket pick. He missed the open layup, and Horry clears the glass. Frederick King front court. That's Wyatt Crony. Left corner for Will Auble. With 4:34 to go here in the fourth period. That is Frederick King. Back for Auble, and he tees up a corner 3. That one, he rolled around and hit everything on the rim and the net included.
That's
and
clean living right there,
back
buddy.
up to 12, man. Yeah, you are not kidding there.
Clean living on that one. Got the shooter's roll.
Fairman right wing for Thomas. Timeout taken by Jeremy Schubert. 47-35 Rockets lead on your honest water scoreboard. 4:14 to play in the fourth. You're listening to high school boys basketball, Max 96.7.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our customers. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours so we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Come see me, Teresa Richards, or Keith Wilkin on Main Street in Breeze.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with the Klosterman Agency handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn you discounts and actually help you get ahead. Call or email me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, and get to a better state with State Farm.
It's Max 96.7.
Back there, Dairy King broadcast booth, Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd. 4:14 to play in the fourth quarter. 47-35 Rockets We're talking off the air just a little bit. Do the Cougars have one more run left in them here to possibly take the lead late here in this one?
I don't know. They're going to be going up against a very hardened Okawville squad. They've done it a couple of times in this ball game. Let's see if they can do it here. They got 4 minutes to do it in.
Thomas with the basketball at the point. The Cougars are going to start operating a little bit faster on the offensive end. They're going to have to start setting up some pressure on the defense. Jansen had an open look three, didn't take it. Jost right block try. Missed an easy layup, gets his own rebound, and his second shot opportunity, no good, and a foul, and Jost to the free throw line. That one there against the Rockets. That one's going to be on Will Auble. That's his third. 14th foul on the Rockets in the second half of play. But I'll tell you what, you're talking about the Cougars possibly maybe getting back into this. They're going to have to play the fouling game as the first free throw on the way is up and good by Jost. Hensler, 71%. Hari, 70%. Cronies at 85%. 70% for Auble. Frederick, 65%. 78% for Lane Schilling. I mean, these guys don't miss free throws. And Jost missed the second one there. 47-36, 3:53 to go in the fourth. So if you're going to play the fouling game, Frederick, who has the ball,
it's going to hurt you.
Is the one that is the worst free throw shooter at 65%. Auble, Frederick touching it left wing for Peyton Hari. Hari off a couple of screens to the right wing. Auble, Crony, right wing for Hari. Now Crony. Crony picks up his dribble left corner. Lob block for Hensler. Hensler looking on the cutting. Auble up off the glass. No good. Jost with the rebound, and he's going to push into the front court. Jost dribbles and kicks. Right wing. Thomas back to Jost. Pass was too hot to handle, and a turnover by the Central Cougars there, and a steal by Hari.
That's the Cougars here. As you can't ill afford that any time, but man, here as you're trying to make that comeback, not something you want to do.
Left wing, Hari drives it against Jansen. Shot attempt blocked from behind by Emmett Jansen. And now Jost is trying to push it into the front court for Thomas, and his pass thrown away by Caleb Frederick. And then he'll stop it with 2:45 to go just in front of half court. And the Rockets with an 11-point lead here in this game.
1 step forward, 3 steps back for the Central Cougars.
Hensler, Hari, Auble, Crony, and the Cougars might have to start giving fouls here. Crony against Carson Fairman picks up his dribble, Hensler, and reach in on Jost. That's going to be only the 15th foul, though, against the Cougars with 2:25 to play.
Whether you wanted to or not, Jost is going to get popped for that one. But, yeah, I'm of the firm belief, especially with a situation like this, start getting into that foul situation. You know you're going to have to do it. And, obviously, you want to try to go for the turnover here. But, why not start it sooner rather than later? Set the stage, see what's going to happen. It's going to either beat you at the end or beat you now.
Back here with it is Frederick King now in front of half court, drives it against Thomas, pass inside to Hensler, his shot attempt up for two, and Jost hit the deck hard in a foul.
Yeah, they got him with the ball fake. Yeah, they got Jost up in the air with a ball fake. Hensler went up, got the foul. So another old-fashioned three-pointer here for Hensler.
Are you telling me somebody in 2017-18 season used a ball fake?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Got him with that one and took him all the way up.
Hensler's free throw is good, and a timeout taken by John Krause with 2:18 to go in the fourth quarter. He scored an honest water scoreboard. Okawville 50, Central 36. Listening to high school boys basketball, Max 96.7.
Get unhungry for only $5 at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's. Dig into the $5 All-Star Meal with 4 different meals to choose from, like the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger and Onion Rings with natural cut fries, a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie, and a 20-ounce drink. Pick a $5 All-Star Meal today from your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's, plus the entire Red Burrito menu. Get unhungry at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's.
You're on Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast with Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd with 2:18 to play in the fourth quarter. 50-36, Okawville leading Central. Fourth quarter, senior night. Right now, Rockets looking like they're going to finish 20-8 on the year. Cougars going to move to 11-15 with a couple of games to go before they get into the postseason. Fairman into the front court. Red wing. Thomas at the point. Ball screen and hand check on Wyatt Crony.
Yeah, you don't want that. I mean, especially Crony, you get that lead. Don't give him opportunities, and it's not going to throw him at the line, but still it's going to add another foul.
Crony's got 4-15 foul. And Lane Schilling on for Crony. score update from Salem, or from Carlisle. Salem on a buzzer beater beats Carlisle 50-48. Jost has got a 3 dialed up and in. We got a foul away from the basketball.
So you get the bucket.
And if that might be a big play right here. The three-pointer's going to count.
Yes.
Hold on Hensler. So that's going to keep possession with the Cougars. Now this could be a huge swing if they make another 3.
Yeah, you're looking at a 5 to 6 point swing here. And things could roll around here for the Central Cougars.
Lob, left wing, Jost puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, right in a layup try, no good. We're going to have a blocking foul. Jost's going to go to the line, and again, more points with the clock stopped.
That's what you want. Get a couple here. Tyler Jost, he's one of, let's see, what do we have? 3 of 4 from the line is Jost. So let's see what he's going to do. And that's the first attempt he's had at a three-pointer, and he buried it. So, and that last possession, so nice play for Jost.
Free throw on the way. First one is good. Make it 50-40 with 2:02 to go in the fourth quarter. Wyatt Crony back on for the Rockets for Schilling.
So now now your game changes. I mean, if you're coach, you don't have to play under the 8 ball. Let's take care of the basketball. Let's have some good defense and stop the Rockets. Because now you pulled them within 10. You got this. You can make this come back now.
Jost hits a second. 50-41 now. Rockets lead. 2 minutes to go. Fredericking, about carried it against Emmett Jansen. Not a whole heck of a lot of ball pressure yet. Hari, now the Rockets in their spread formation here. The man in the middle trying to relieve pressure and move Hensler right side of the floor. Okawville just going to try to play keep away here. He picks up his dribble, looks for help.
Now you're going to have to get into a situation.
And then we got a foul on Jost.
Yep, and that's not the guy you want to foul. But you had to. That's Hensler.
Hensler's at 71% for the season at the line.
I've got him 2 for 2 so far in this contest. And Okawville peels everybody back off of the box there with 1:41 to play. It's a 9-point game. Okawville on top.
First one for Hensler is good. Makes it a 10-point game with 1:40 to play. Hyman out. Thomas on the offense-defense switch. 1:40 to go. If you get Hensler to make 1 out of 2 here, that'd even be big. Made the first. Hensler second one on the way. That's going to be too strong. No good there. And the rebound down to Jost. Cougars are going to have to get going, though, on the offensive end. He heads off right wing. Thomas. Wimpy off the screen. Thomas with a head fake and go. Now picks up out time Jost. Between the legs with the dribble. Step back. 3 on the way. That one rattled out. No good. Thomas offensive rebound. His shot attempt off the glass is good for 2 and a foul. With 1:25 to play. 51-43 now. And Thomas to the line.
So we got the bucket and the arm. Thomas going to get a shot here.
That one's on Schilling, his second. Both teams now in the bonus. Both teams each have 2 timeouts left. Schilling out, Crony on, Weems on, Jost out. So offense, defense switching here going on by both teams.
And the Central Cougars will not go quietly as they have their last home game of the season.
Free throw for the +1 for Thomas. No good. And the rebound taken in by Hensler. Auble for Fredericking. Who then throws a baseball pass to Peyton Hari, right-handed layup try. He missed it. And the rebound brought in by Weems. Front court, Wimpy looks for help. Thomas trailing, corner for Jansen. Up top for Wimpy now. Fairman, 8-point game. Fairman drives it inside. Layup try, no good. And a reach in against Wyatt Crony. And if that's on Crony, he is Dairy Queen for the evening. And that is on Crony.
He's going to have a seat next to coach. He's going to take some time getting one in. Of course, Kraus not happy with.
He's not happy. I don't think John's upset with the hitting of the backboard on the Hari layup. They wanted goaltending on this end, thinking that maybe that was the reason why the ball did not fall through. As Lucas Fredericking is going to come on for Wyatt Crony. John Kraus still exchanging pleasantries with the one official. And Fairman's at the line here with 1:04 to go. This game, we thought was kind of in the bag for the Rockets. We were thinking.
Not so much.
Here in a couple of big plays. Fairman's got to hit these free throws. He nails the first one. Fairman, big night. He's got 13 points.
3 of 3 from the charity stripe is Fairman. And 2 big, actually all of them here in the fourth quarter.
So Fairman back at the line. 51-44, 1:04 to go. Fourth quarter, Fairman back at the line. Free throw number 2 on the way. Good. 1:04 to go. Hensler got to get it in. He's going to need help. Hensler still trying to throw it in. And a timeout taken on the floor by Hensler and the Okawville Rockets. With 1:04 to play, it's Okawville 51, Central 45 on your Honest Water scoreboard. Let's see the high school boys basketball, Max 96.7.
Building relationships and buildings in the safest, most efficient, and budget-conscious way has been Putker Construction's mission for over 36 years. Located in Breeze, they have been providing construction management, design, build, and general contracting services on projects throughout Southern Illinois and the Midwest. They are a second-generation, family-owned, and veteran-owned business with a goal to exceed their clients' expectations in every way. For more information, call 526-7213 or go to PutkerConstruction.com.
This is Max 96.7.
Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd back here, Central Community High School, where we are. 51-45, Okawville Honest Water scored, 1:04 to go. Cougars have to play the fouling game here in this one now, but they were down by, I guess it was 11 when the Jost 3 went in to cut it to 9. And then they got an extra possession out of it. They made a couple of free throws. They knocked down to 7. So really, that possession, a 5-point possession, that 5-6-point swing we talked about, that really made this game now closer. It makes things more interesting now in this one to see what they do.
Indeed, yeah, that was a good turning point because you just kind of smell a momentum shift right there. And it's been Central really carrying it. Now Okawville going to have to bust up a press here for Central.
Fredericking inbound for Hari. Hari back for Fredericking.
Need to foul, boys.
And Fredericking working against Carson Fairman into the front court. Double team comes. Oh, he might have traveled. They didn't call it. And then they grab Hari and hold against Weems.
Yeah, you wanted to foul Fredericking there. He is the worst free throw shooter. 60% shooter, though.
65%. And out of the 5 guys on the floor, Lucas Fredericking, 84% for the freshman. So the worst shooter on the floor, actually, from the foul line statistically here with 54 seconds to go is Fredericking. But Hari at the line here. Lane Schilling on for Lucas Fredericking. At the line, Hari, and this is still 1-1 here. First one on the way for Hari, good. 52-45, Rockets, 54 seconds to play. Fourth quarter of the Spectrum Business postgame coming up as well. The second Hari free throw, good. And he's 4 for 4 as well at the line. 53-45, 50 seconds to play. Fairman front court, Thomas, Jost cutting. Driving inside, jump hook in the lane, missed it. And Hensler with the rebound. Hari throws it ahead for Schilling. And a foul, and Schilling will go to the line with 39 seconds to play. And now
that's just about going to be.
It's going to be almost, as you always say, it's almost academic here in this one. 39 seconds to play, and Schilling to the free throw line. Lane Schilling, 78% foul shooter for the year. Into the game, Gavin Hyman for Emmett Jansen. At the line, Schilling 1-1 yet here. It's only the 19th foul. Front end on the way, too strong, no good. Rebound brought in by Wimpy. Fairman, the Cougars got to go a little quicker, though, than what they are. Fairman off a couple of screens. Hands off Thomas. That might have been a travel. Elbow catch by Jost. Right wing for Fairman. Drives it, leaves it. Jost right-handed layup. Try no good, and a foul against the Rockets.
Yep, Jost's going to go to the line to shoot a couple as they got, I believe, Hensler on that one.
John Krause yelling to Hensler, just let him score.
Yeah.
Just let him lay it in.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You get time trickling off. That's one thing. And here the clock stops. And if Jost, who's been pretty fair from the line, tonight banks these when it makes it a different basketball game. He hits the front end.
53-46. As Lucas Fredericking comes on for Lane Schilling. 25 seconds to play. Jost back on the line. 53-46. Rockets, and Jost rattles in the second one.
Now it's a 2-possession ball game. Yeah, that's what you say. Just let them score 2 possessions.
Again, turnover here. You force a turnover here and get an easy bucket. Makes things different. And a baseball heave again, and Hari's got a layup try, and he puts it in for 2 for Peyton Hari. 55-47.
That was just a track meet there, and it was Hari making his way down and laying it off flats and in with 16 to play.
Weems, kick right wing, Hyman, corner for Thomas, ball deflected out by Fredericking. And with 11 seconds to go, the Cougar faithful starting to head for the exits here in attendance.
Yep. And looks like Okawville wants a timeout with 11.3 to go. It's going to be a full, so.
Timeout taken here by Okawville. 55-47 Rockets lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. Listening to high school boys basketball, Max 96.7.
Go Garages are great, and then something eventually goes wrong with your garage door. Don't just call anyone when you have a garage door problem. Call Fairman Garage Doors, providing trusted quality service for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Fairman Garage Doors can handle residential and commercial, and no job is too big or too small. Call 526-8548 for Fairman Garage Doors, an authorized Clopay dealer.
Max 96.7.
55-47 here. Rockets leading the Central Cougars. Honest Water Scoreboard senior night here for the Cougars. Not going to go the way they want. Rockets are going to win this game now, just pending on the final here in this one. So the Cougars are going to be now losers of 5 of 6. They're going to move to 11-15 on the year. The Rockets are going to finish the regular season with a 20-8 record, and they are going to win 5 in a row going into the 1A postseason that starts next week for them.
That's what you want. You know, you want that full head of steam, and the Okawville Rockets will have it.
Simon Thomas inbound on the sideline. Lobbing, left block, Jost out to the left wing. Weems will try a 3. That one no good. Rebound brought in, and a held ball, and the arrow goes over to the Rockets. And with 5 seconds to go, it'll be it. And they throw it deep. Auble catches it, and that is going to do things here. Your final score on your Honest Water Scoreboard here tonight. Okawville 55, Central 47. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the stats on the Spectrum Business Postgame Show. You're listening to High School Boys Basketball, Max 96.7.
This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 was brought to you in part by Isaac Auto Body, Antone's Concessions Catering and Bakery, Seaver Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Clinton Manor Living Center, Putker Construction, The Breeze and Trenton Dental Group, Nordyke Funeral Home, Prairie Farms Dairy, Tunya's Service Company, Fairman Garage Doors, Jansen Farm Equipment, Home Fashions, the Emeen Insurance Agency, Print Crazy, and by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online, BeckerJewelers.com.
What is one of the first things people notice about you? You guessed it, it's your teeth. Let Dr. Trong, Dr. Erickson, or Dr. Hilsman at Breeze or Trenton Dental Group give you a smile you can be proud of. Since 1995, Breeze and Trenton Dental Group has served the community with a family-friendly setting. Breeze and Trenton Dental Group is also your Invisalign provider. They offer cosmetic treatments to improve your smile, as well as tooth implants. Schedule your appointment today in Breeze at 526-4233 or Trenton at 224-7129.
Prairie Farms Dairy helps build strong bodies and strong minds. Prairie Farms Dairy offers the finest dairy products like skim milk, slice and string cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, flavored yogurts, light ice cream, and more. Take charge of your body and get your daily source of vitamins and minerals from the products you've come to love from Prairie Farms Dairy. You can always count on Prairie Farms Dairy. Always fresh, always the best.
You love your home, but over time, you can get a little tired of it. It really doesn't take much, however, to freshen your home's look, especially when you get help from Home Fashions in Carlisle. Update floors with brand names like Shaw, Mohawk, Mannington, and Armstrong. Home Fashions also offers cabinets, countertops, Hunter Douglas window treatments, furniture, and more. Check out more at homefashions-inc.com, turning your space into elegance and grace. Home Fashions in Carlisle.
Start saving on your heating bills today with a 7 Series or 5 Series water furnace from Tunya's Service Company. The 7 Series water furnace is the world's most efficient geothermal system. In addition to big savings on your heating costs, the 7 Series and the 5 Series water furnace carries a 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a free estimate and the world's most experienced geothermal team, call Tunya's Service Company in Damiansville today, 248-5130.
You found Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here. Greg Meyer, Moose Lloyd here. Your final score on your Honest Water Scoreboard, Okawville 55, Central 47. Central Okawville led 14-11 after one quarter, 22-19 at the half, 36-31 after three, 55-47 is your final. Rockets will move to 20-8 to close out the regular season. The Cougars move to 11-15 on the year, and they will have 2 conference games left next week. They'll play Tuesday night on the road at Columbia and next Friday night on the road at Freeburg. And really, I mean, you know, we talked about it all night. We hate to beat a dead horse. Cougars just could not find a way to get over the top and grab the lead at all. Rockets led from the outset of the tip, and that's really been that. And Cougars would get down by 9, get it down to 1, get back down by 10, get it back down to 1, and then when they got down by 13, it was just too late in the game to make that late, strong comeback that we've seen them do throughout the whole basketball game here tonight.
And if you look at the Cougars, they only had 2 shots from inside the arc that went in. You know, they only had 2 field goals inside, only 1 3. The rest were free throws. You know, to show that you're looking at that right at 9 of 31 for shooting. That's not good.
No,
you're not going to win many games like that as far as that's concerned. 2 of 7 from outside the arc, and they were 8 of 10 on the inside. 8 of 10 rather from the free throw line. Looking at leading the way for the Central Cougars, Tyler Joe, 16 points. Carson Fairman, what a night for that young man. He was 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 15 points. He was really the catalyst pulling the Central Cougars back into this ball game throughout. Whenever they would get down, it just seemed like he was the ignition switch for them as we moved down. 6 points for Camden Wimpy, 4 points for Simon Thomas, 3 points for Max Campworth, and 2 points for Mason Weems back in the second quarter.
So basically what you're telling me is Fairman, as a senior on senior night, his final home game played and left it all out there for his home faithful one last time tonight. What you're trying to tell me.
He definitely did do that. No, don't freak out. Those are balloons popping. Just want to let everybody know with everything going on now. Those are balloons. Looking at leading all scorers for the Okawville Rockets, 21 points for Luke Hensler, 16 points for Peyton Hurry. And it drops markedly down to 6 points for Will Auble, 5 points for Wcxo, 3 points for Schilling off the bench, and 2 points for Lucas Fetterking off the bench. The Okawville Rockets were 18 of 24 from inside the arc. Outside the arc, they were 4 of 11, and they were 6 of 9 from the free throw line. So that's how that all cranks out for Okawville. They move on to postseason after a victory here, 55-47 over the Central Cougars.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, you shoot 18 of 24 inside the perimeter. Not going to lose many games, I'll tell you that. And a lot of things come easy, and you know it's going to be it's not really back to the drawing board for Central. You know, that's been the biggest takeaway on the season. Has been for me up to this point, seeing them play as much as we have is. There's times where they play really well on offense and they play really bad on defense. Then there's nights where they don't play well on offense, but they play really good on defense. And that's why they're teetering that 500 line, or they're 11 and 15, or they could be there. You know, and that's a night in, night out basis. And it's it's not really a knock. That's just how the games have came. There's been games where they haven't came out and played full games. Really, you know what I mean? Like all season long, they don't come out and play the full 32 minutes as best as they can. I think that's part of the reasoning, you know, that they're 11 and 15 on the year. The defense has not been as good as it's been in years past under Jeremy Schubert, and the offense doesn't come quite as easy as it has in years past under Jeremy Schubert as well. And I think, you know, in our takeaways from that of seeing them play all season, and that's why I think that they've struggled in some games. Well, and especially in close games, I should say.
In a microcosm, which was this game was a microcosm of their season. I mean, if you looked at the way that, you know, that they really could not, it's like the ball was made of butter in the first half. I mean, in the second half, they started taking better care of the basketball. As soon as they would pull themselves within striking distance in the first half of the Okawville Rockets, they would step on themselves. Same thing in the second half. And I tell you what, that third quarter was not kind to the Central Cougars. A little bit sloppy on both sides, but I tell you, when you come out and shooting 4 for 4, you know, and nothing from the field. I mean, I think total they missed 3 shots that entire quarter. And they were on fire, they being the Okawville Rockets. Right. And then you look at the Central Cougars, they finally found their sea legs, but, you know, they were down by another 9, 10, 12 points, and then they had to claw their way back in. Same thing in the fourth quarter. You know, they found themselves down. They clawed their way back in, and then they stepped on themselves again. They just can't put it together and find that consistency.
My old head coach, Stan Eagleson, always would say to our teams at halftime, the first 4 minutes is going to determine in the third quarter if which you're going to win or lose games. And you start up 4 for 4 and you start hot on the offensive end like the Rockets did, and you can't get hot on the offensive end being the Cougars, that's going to be the difference in the ball game. Don't forget you can join Rip Notmeyer tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock for Talking Sports. Rip will open up the show with scores and stuff. We'll recap action from games from around the area. That's Talking Sports with Rip tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock right here on Max. Rip also has shows Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 7. Don't forget you to listen to all our broadcasts right here and everywhere at Wcxo967.com. Click on Live Sports. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for notifications when we're on the air with all of our sports broadcasts. Other games in the area tonight, Salem defeating Carlisle on the last second shot, 50-48 was our only. Never found a score update from what happened with Westland tonight. The Carlisle Union Band presents our next couple of broadcasts. T-Town Modern Day Girls Monday night super sectional there in Class 2A at Salem with a trip to the Redbird Arena in the state tournament on the line. Westland will play either Roxana or Wood River on Tuesday night. Moose Lloyd and Rip Notmeyer will anchor coverage there at 6 o'clock. And then on Tuesday evening, we'll also have Central Girls taking on Salem in the sectional semifinal down at Carbondale. So all that good stuff will be next week, and I think that's going to do things for us here tonight, correct?
I'm done. If you're done.
Okawville over Central tonight, 55-47 is your final. For the guy sitting next to me, Moose Lloyd. For the guy taking care of us back at WCXO Studios, Ben Koopman, I'm Greg Meyer saying so long from Central Community High School.
This broadcast of high school basketball on Max 96.7 and everywhere at WCXO967.com was a presentation of WCXO Sports. WCXO Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Rubberman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts. This broadcast was a presentation of WCXO Sports.